Hey guys, welcome to your training program and the beginning of a lecture series entitled Training to Run Your First 5K. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to spend the next full week going over what you can expect and what I'm going to expect from you while you begin to train to run in this Daily American Fitness Challenge on June 12th. I've been doing training and making programs now for people to complete 5Ks, 10Ks, 15Ks, half marathons, full marathons now for more than 5 years. Personally, I'm a marathoner. I started out doing a 5K about 6 years ago, and since then I've run a whole bunch of half marathons, a full marathon, and it's been one of the most positive things that I've ever done physically with my body. And I've been through a lot with everything that I've been doing, and in whole honesty, I can honestly tell you that ever since that I first started doing all of this training and creating programs for people, I have never seen something that is more impactful, something that provides such a high level of motivation for people than to get them to train to do something like this. You have an unbelievable goal that's going to provide focus like you've never experienced before. But we have to do this training correctly. If you follow what I say, you will complete this goal and you'll do it in great health. If you don't do what I say and you don't respect the program and you do it on some days whenever you're supposed to and some days you don't, you are likely not going to be able to finish this goal, and or you're going to finish this goal with injuries. So it's up to you to take what I say and to apply it just like you've been doing with your nutrition and everything else. Believe in the program and you will be able to complete this goal. So in this introductory lesson today, let's talk about a few things. And the first is, from the novice to the expert runner, there's no doubt about this, guys. A local 5K event is one of the best ways to get in shape and improve your sense of health and well-being. I see it all the time. Nothing, again, that I have ever done before with anybody has had more of an impact on their outlook of exercise and their self-confidence and all that other stuff than to train to do these things. You're going to receive a personal running program from me starting in March. On Monday, your program begins, and it's a simple program that progresses you slowly over time. And if you follow what I say, you are going to succeed, okay? And you are going to be able to move forward as you feel comfortable with your current fitness level, and that's key. You will start the program for a couple of weeks, and every so many weeks you're going to kind of test in to see where you are. And then based on where you are currently, I'll remodify your program to help you progress at a faster or slower rate depending on your current fitness level. Now, a couple important points that we have to talk about, because running is not for everybody. And I would highly encourage those of you who have some of these things to consider walking instead. And here are some of those issues that would prevent you from running. And that's if you have any kind of orthopedic issues. For example, if you have bad ankles, bad knees, bad hips, bad low back, have just had a prior surgery, need surgery, or any other of those issues that you are concerned with, you should probably bypass running and stick with the walking. Also, anybody with heart problems. So whether you have had heart problems, currently experience them, or your doctor has ever warned you about potential risks, you should not be running, and instead you should be doing the walking. And also if you have a lot of weight to lose. So if you're somebody who is significantly overweight, then you should consider walking instead of running. But I know there's a lot of you out there who still have a lot of weight to lose, and I'm not discouraging you from doing this. So here's a little test to see whether or not you're able to start the running program. If you can walk for 30 minutes without having to stop and take a rest, you are able to begin this program. If you cannot walk continuously for 30 minutes, I would encourage you to not start this program until you can. So I'm hoping by now, part of the big reason why I got you off and running with your step challenge is that it's going to really help a lot of you be able to walk for 30 minutes, which means now, hopefully, you can start the 5K training. If not, please let me know, and I will wait for a couple more weeks or months until you're able to, and then I'll give you something that you can at least get started on. So those criteria should definitely be looked at and determine whether or not you need to be walking or running. Okay, and then finally, regardless of how fit, how overweight, how much you lack in motivation, your goal starting on March 1st is to cross the finish line on June 12th in the Daily American Fitness Challenge. That is your goal. Your goal is to start this training, do the training as it's described to you on a day-to-day basis, and if you do that, you will be able to cross that finish line on June 12th. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. And that's your ultimate goal. I don't care how fast you do it. I don't care how slow you do it. Your goal is to simply cross that finish line. Okay, so with that said, let's take a look at what we're going to be talking about this week. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the most common questions that I get from people whenever they train to do this. And we're going to spend a day per question answering all these. And the first is, where do I start? So you kind of know the answer to that question. Now you're going to start with your program, but we're going to look at that a little bit further. Next, we're going to take a look at, should I run every day? Should I buy new shoes? That's probably one of the biggest questions that I get, and I'll show you some pretty cool things that you can do to get yourself in a great pair of shoes that will really help lessen injury risk and get you feeling great about being on your feet and running in the future. Is running on a treadmill better than running outside? Should I eat before and after a training run? What if my knees start to hurt? Do I run correctly? And finally, will running ever get easier? So each day we're going to take a look at these questions, and I'll give you an in-depth answer and touch on some other things whenever we address these. So that's your start. This is your introduction to what's going to change the majority of your lives on June 12th. So I want you guys to make this one of the biggest things that you've ever focused on in your lives before. For those of you who have yet to really kick into monitoring your nutrition the way you should and that kind of stuff, boy, this provides a great opportunity right now to really bundle all of this together. For those of you already doing everything nutritionally that you should, this is going to do nothing but help you continue on the path to reaching your goals and doing it the right way. I can't wait to get started with you guys to do this. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'll end the video here, and in the next video, we're going to talk about where do you start. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.